What is going on YouTube? The long-awaited comparison video. So what I have done here is I have opened one box of Sword, Japanese booster pack, one box of Shield, Japanese booster box, and one box of Sword and Shield English booster box. And now I'm taking all the cards that we've, not all of them, I'm taking some of the cards that we've opened up, looking at their names, looking at the quality of the cards, and seeing what the difference is there. I gotta start with a disclaimer though. I thought this was going to be a straight up easy process. Japanese sword box, Japanese shield box equals English sword and shield box. And that was just the completion. And we're going to look at some names and look at some quality, and that'd be an easy day. That did not end up being the case. So I've got a couple questions while we're going through this video. If you can answer them, please let me know in the comments down below. I will definitely do a follow-up video on here and see what I found out through further research, but I wanted to get this out there, so here it is. All right, first up is a booster box of, in Japan, 30 booster packs, 5 cards per booster pack, is 4,500 yen. That equates to approximately 43 US dollars. And a booster box of Sword and Shield in English runs about anywhere from 85 to 100 bucks depending where you buy it, but I'm going to go with the $85 price. And each booster for 36 booster packs, each booster pack contains 10 cards, 360 cards for $85 ish, and you get one rare in each pack. In the Japanese booster box, you are not guaranteed a rare pull. You may get one, you may not. It turns out that in each box you get about a 50-50 pull rate. 50% pull rate, one pack of commons and uncommons, one pack of a rare or a secret rare beyond that. But without further ado, let's get into actual cards themselves. I pre-selected some of the rares. Now the rares themselves seems to run pretty hand in hand, right? So over here, we'll start with this Lapras Vmax. It's the same art, Lapras Vmax, same HP, and same damage in the attack, 90 plus, same energy for retreat, same weaknesses and resistance there. Of course, you have your author's signature in the bottom left. This is a Sword and Shield Lapras Vmax. This is a SW1 release set here in Japan. The art is extremely similar. I weighed both these cards. The Japanese Vmax weighed in at 2 grams with the sleeve. All these are using the same sleeve. With the sleeve, weighed in at 2 grams, while the English Vmax weighed in at 3 grams, and that's pretty standard all the way across for all your full arts and hollows. As far as difference in the art quality, there's a little bit of difference in the shading, and there's a large difference in the texture on the card. I'm not sure how well that's coming out in the video, but there's a very large difference in the texture on the card itself. I can feel the difference in weight very slightly in my hand. They are the same exact size. The centering is very good on both the cards. And this holds true across the hollows. So we also have a Gengar here. So the Japanese name is Gengar. And of course this is Gengar. So this is a hollow, just a hollow. Those were our VMAX full arts, right? These are just the hollows, right? Now there are some very stark differences off the bat, as you can tell right here. Our English Gengar, our rare hollow, has a yellow border with just the image of the Pokemon itself, the image box, being holographic. While our Japanese Gengar, of course, the image itself is hollow, and then the border of the card as well is also hollow. This is SW1 release, and this is Sword and Shield release in English. Again, there's the same weight difference in the cards when I weight them on a scale, but the art quality, as far as the card being printed, it looks almost the same. Everything else is the same. Of course, there's a very big difference on all Japanese English cards. The back of the card is very, very different. But as far as quality of the print, I mean, this right off the bat, just looks better. That silver holographic border continued on a holo card is amazing. This, I'm not complaining about my English card, absolutely not. But seeing it up against the Japanese kind of like takes away a little bit over here. But otherwise, very, very similar. Gengar, Gengar. And then here's one where the name starts to get a little bit different. Again, in this card, it's again the same. the colors coming out in the holographic on the image in the front, but it's also coming out in the border on the Japanese card, like I said. But here's where the differences are, right? The English name here is Rilla Boom. Rilla Boom. The Japanese card's name here is Goriranda. Goriranda. Gengar and Gengar came out the same, but this guy is Goriranda. Whose responsibility is it to make these names? Very, very interesting. On to our next. We have our Galerion Berserker. Now, please forgive me. I'm going to try to let this roll off my tongue as well as I can, but this is Galerion Berserker. Same issues with a hollow versus a hollow here and the backs of the cards, but the name is Gararu instead of Galerion, Gararu, and then it's Nyai Kingu. Kingu is usually referred to as king here in Japanese, but the attack and the steely spirit powers are the same. Unfortunately, it gets down to hiragana and kanjis down the bottom, and I am unable to translate that. With up top where the cards are, where the name is, that's called katakana, and it's just the sound itself. No technical meaning behind it. But as far as the card print quality, I'm not seeing a big difference there. Under our next, and let's not go to you yet. You're the one that starts to confuse me. And then we have another hollow rare comparison with our Cindrus, and then the name is Isubang. Bang is like burn. Isu, I'm not entirely sure, but very, very similar with the art. Very, same differences there in the print, with the border being just adding that super cool punch out for the card. And then this is where the differences start to get interesting, right? We pulled a Marnie card over here. Marnie, all right. Now notice I have two Marnies here. Now there are three Marnies here. In the Japanese playset, there's Mari, and you only have the holographic version, as far as I could tell, the holographic Mari. And then over here, it's changed to Marnie, but we have the holographic version, which is the same differences, the same border differences there. As far as the print quality, I can't really tell any difference. But we also have a reverse hollow version and a non-hollow version in the Japanese set. I don't have a non-hollow Marnie myself to compare, but that was another one of the big differences. I did bring in Team Yell Grunt to compare. That they're these are uncommon, but the non-hollow and the regular version in Japanese they're Irudan no Shitappa, and again, not a whole lot of differences in the print quality themselves. The Japanese card with the non-hollow has a gray border compared to our yellow border in English, but not a big difference, I think, in the print quality of the card itself. I can't see it. Can you? Tell me what you guys see. And then this is where things start to get interesting. This may be a lack of understanding on my part. If you know what the answer is, please comment down below. But we have Bolton, and we have Parusawang. Wan is dog. Wan is dog in Japanese. Now, the attacks are the same. Bite and Kajiritsuku for 50 damage. The HPs are different. And then we have the Electro Dash for 160, and then Toshino Kiba. So, am I looking at the same Pokemon? This is our English Bolton, and this guy. I mean, they both evolved from the little. What was his name? I think I got him too. But the art is different. I mean, you see that? This is definitely a Sword and Shield card. Right there, you can see the emblem. And this is SW1. And they're both hollow, but different art, different HP, and that second attack is different. Am I missing something here? What? Are there these major shifts between the Japanese and the English playsets? Or did I just pull the wrong card? Or are there two versions of this in each Sword and Shield, and I just don't have the other version? Because if we continue, down to our common cards, we do have a Yamper, which evolves into our Bolton, and we also have a Wampachi. Again, different arts, same HP, different attacks, and different art. Again, just holding the cards. Again, the print quality is very similar. Size is exactly the same. I don't have a scale, I think, accurate enough to tell a weight difference. Yeah, I can't tell in my hands if there's a difference there. As far as the difference in thickness, can't really tell anything there. But am I missing something here? This is definitely SW1, and this is definitely Sword and Shield. So tell me what I'm missing. But again, a difference in names there. That's Yamper and Wampachi. Yamper and Wampachi. We're coming up to our next one, where I found some very stark differences. It's Rosiria, and then this is Rosiria. So same names, able to maintain the same names, different attack versions, but this is SW1, and this is Sword and Shield. So I thought they would have been the same, but they're not. On top of that, we have Score Bunny, and we have Hibani. He is fire. He and Bunny is bunny. Hibani. So just a little bit of difference there. I don't know. Would Fire Bunny have been that bad a name? I guess Scorch is just the same. But again, different arts, different HP, different attacks, same retreat costs and weaknesses. But that's Sword and Shield, and that is my bust. That's S1H. Oh, yeah, S1H. S1W. Yeah, and S1H, and that's out of the Shield pack there. So what am I missing? Because the trend is sometimes the same, right? So here we have Silicobra with Suna Hebi. Hebi is snake. Suna is Suna. Dirt maybe Suna. But very they're exactly the same here. They both have 80 HP, same art, different gray border. Sand attack. Sune Kake is Suna dirt throw, I guess, dirt cover. And then sand attack, 1 energy apiece, same retreats, same weaknesses there. So this is S1H, right? This is S1H set, the Japanese card, and this is Sword and Shield. Same as the Score Bunny, S1H and Sword and Shield, but different art, different attack, different HPs. So that's where I'm confused. There are similarities and then there are stark differences. Again, with similarities, we come back in and we have our Zigzagoon. Japanese name is Gararu Shiguzaguma. Oh, so Jiguzazoom. So name is the same. Zigzagoon. Jiguzagoon. Same art, gray borders, same powers, same attacks, same retreat, same energy there, with the same different back, but same print quality it looks like. And then we come back to our Krabby, and this is another stark difference. We have our Krabby, same HP, different attacks, different art, same retreat and weaknesses, but different art and different attack. So maybe all the cards don't make it to English sets. Is that what it is? Because there could be a Krabby in your Sword and your Shield booster box, and maybe I'm just not tracking it. I only pulled the SW1, but it seems like the S1H are where it's the same, but then I pull this S1H Scorn Bunny and it's different. So if you know, and that's also Kurabu and then Krabby for the translation. Another thing that is not in Japanese boosters, which I pulled from our Sword and Shield English booster box, is non-holo rares. These are all the non-holo rares that I pulled out of the Japanese English Sword and Shield booster box. I have no non-holo rares from our Japanese booster boxes, and you end up pulling a lot more rares from there. English sets. That being said, I hope you got enjoyed this content. I gotta show off the Snorlax one more time. This is another big difference. I don't have the English Snorlax to compare, but this is Kabigon in Japanese. I didn't see too much differences in the print quality. They looked about the same, but those names and art differences kind of threw me for a loop. I just didn't understand why that would be done like that. If you guys know what's going on there, let me know in the comments down below so I can clear it up with the community. If you enjoyed this content, please give me a like and subscribe, and we can do more like it, or we can just go back to opening booster boxes. Let me know. Have a good one, guys. Thank you for your time.